You know, I love stories that show how pets inspire our creative side. I know they've done that for me. Pets just have a special way of bringing out the best in us. Well, Nancy Katz knows about that because she's seen firsthand how dogs can give troubled boys a focus and a second chance.
Okay, let's go. Come here. Come here. Oh.
Nancy Katz of Fairfax, Virginia, has pioneered a revolutionary program designed to break the cycle of violence for juvenile offenders.
Well, I'd always had a love of dogs. I'd always loved animals, so I just felt like that would be a good way to combine my love of dogs and primarily wanting to work with homeless dogs that needed to be adopted and worked with, and at-risk students. Okay, great.
In 1995, Nancy founded the Shiloh Project, which reaches out to young adults who are at risk of becoming violent. Many of these boys have been victims of abuse and neglect, or have perpetrated it themselves towards people and animals.
Basically, there's two different ways that people train dogs, and they're kind of big words, but one of them is called positive reinforcement and one is called negative reinforcement.
As residents of the Virginia State Probation House, these boys are taught compassion, respect, and responsibility through the training and caring of shelter animals. Roxanne Tide, director of the Boys' House, sees the Shiloh Project as a means of facilitating a healthy change in the boys' human and animal relationships.
If they can care about other beings, in this case animals, and have empathy or understanding about other people's feelings, then they're less likely to be out there offending people.
Brandon has lived in the Boys' House for 11 months. At 16, he was a recent participant in the Shiloh Project.
I was having some problems using drugs, drinking, problems with school. I was about to be expelled before I came in here, problems at home, getting kicked out of my house, and just, you know, really having trouble with my family.
One on each table?
Most of these boys that come in here haven't had positive relationships with family, friends, animals, what have you. It goes across the board. And so I think Brandon has learned not only with the animal, but also with peers, with parents, with adults, with people in general, how to give and get respect.
What we're going to try to do with Gracie is we're going to work on something called off and take it. And that's basically teaching Gracie to back away from something. And we're going to start with treats, but the idea is eventually she'll be able to back away from garbage can or anything else that you don't want her on. Okay? Off. It's a good off. Good off 1. Good off 2. Good off 3. Take it. Good, take it. So now she's starting. The students learn about humane education issues. They learn about responsible pet care. One of the things that we really emphasize, especially with the clientele that we work with as far as the kids go, is the whole violence connection. The fact that people who are violent towards animals also have a tendency to be violent towards people. And a lot of times these are kids who haven't realized that. Okay, okay.
Off. Good off.
Good off.
Take it.
Good, take it. Good job. Okay.
Following the training, Nancy's primary objective is placing the Shiloh dogs in permanent homes. Paul Meehan adopted Jack from the Shiloh Project after he was trained by Brandon.
I think it's a good program, anything to help out kids like Brandon. And it really helped him out, too. This is a dynamite dog. Can't believe he was even in a pound.
Brandon has a totally different outlook as far as animals go now than he did when he first started the program.
Jack, sit. You sit? Jack, sit. Good boy.
And it really changed my heart, like the way I guess I saw a dog, not just as a dog, but as like companion.
Brandon has now graduated from the Shiloh Project and has returned to his family and school.
After he went through the program, he realized that that wasn't the issue, and that, you know, he learned to have respect for all animals, and that wasn't how the way to deal with his anger. Come on.
Nancy reports a 95% success rate for her students and a 100% placement rate for the dogs who have passed through her program.
Maybe I'm only rescuing 3 dogs right now, But down the road, I think we're making a difference. Goofy.